a service of CNC Worldwide.
The CNC Daily is a service of CNC News and Jib Jab Greetings. I'm Bud Lowell, and your full AccuWeather forecast is always on top here on your CNC local pages. The slide in gasoline prices that began a month ago hasn't bottomed out yet. According to the AAA Fuel Gauge report, the average price for a gallon of regular, unleaded gas in the counties around Rochester is now $3.86, and several stations in the Rochester area were selling for considerably less over the holiday weekend, from $3.77 and down to $3.74 per gallon. Some stations in Henrietta were noted Monday selling gas at $3.71 per gallon. The average price has dropped a penny over the weekend. It was down by 5 cents for the week. A month ago, the price was 12 cents a gallon higher. The average statewide price currently $3.90. The AAA's experts say world crude oil prices are still falling, and a lot of this decline is just plain less demand. People are driving less. Also, China's economy is slowing down, and they aren't buying as much oil either. There was no repeat of last year's Memorial Day disturbances at Ontario Beach Park in Charlotte, thanks to heavy police presence that apparently succeeded in warning the troublemakers off. A year ago, police had to close the park early when fights broke out between groups of young people. The department promised it wouldn't happen again, and despite 90-degree weather, it delivered. Officers were highly visible around Ontario Beach Park and the Port of Rochester attractions. The Rock City Rib Festival at the beach went off without a hitch. While all was quiet at Charlotte Beach, trouble broke out the night before, a couple of miles to the east at Durand Eastman. Police say they're looking for a suspect they believe stabbed a Rochester 16-year-old early Monday morning during a fight at Durand Eastman Beach. No arrests have been made. Here's a drive-through of the area as it looked Memorial Day afternoon, and you can see lots of people came to cool off at Lake Ontario. Police say a crowd was partying at the beach when an argument started about 1 in the morning. It turned into a fight, and the teenager was stabbed. He was taken to Strong Memorial Hospital for treatment of non-life-threatening injuries. Memorial Day events around the area honored those who lost their lives while serving in the United States Armed Forces. This is the scene at Braddock Bay Marina in the town of Greece Monday morning.
Mark time, mark, color guard, halt, ready, face.
Freedom comes at a cost to us as well as to those who have sacrificed. If we merely seek to enhance self-interest or look to gain personal, economic, or political power without deliberate attention to strengthening character, both personal and collective, or if we are neglectful of the essential need for cooperative effort and compromise in behalf of the common good, we will have failed to keep faith with those who passed the torch.
The veteran is somebody who at one point in his or her life wrote a blank check payable to the United States of America for the amount up to and including his or her life. That's honor. Today there are many people in this country who no longer understand this. God bless our veterans. Thank you.
From the American Revolution to the present conflicts, fathers, mothers, brothers, sisters, aunts, and uncles have died for our freedoms and liberties that we enjoy. It is never over.
Ready, face. Mark time, mark. Forward. March.
Only a handful of boaters were to be seen on Sunday and Monday afternoons off Seabreeze and the Irondequoit Bay Outlet Pier. About half a dozen craft could be seen in the area Sunday. Correspondent Bob Scott sent this video showing about the same Memorial Day. A heavy presence by the Monroe County Sheriff's Department Marine Unit and the U.S. Coast Guard could be seen on Memorial Day. The town's controversial ordinance against rafting boats together close to shore in this area doesn't take effect until this week. Homeowners along the Lake Ontario shoreline between the outlet and Lake Bluff Road had complained for a couple of years about the large numbers of boaters tying up and floating just offshore from the privately owned beach. The homeowners complained that these boaters partied day and night with loud music, trespassed, and littered. The private stretch of beach is next to a popular bar that the boaters like to visit. Groups of boaters have expressed anger on Facebook with the town's regulation requiring them to stay 300 feet offshore in this area along Culver Road. Some had expected some sort of protest, but nothing was seen on Sunday or Monday. On this page you can find links to these and other stories, and down at the bottom in the gray bar at the bottom of the page, links for you to use. Post us your news updates, sports, and salutes. Put them right onto this page. If it's important to you, it's important to us. There's a social media component to CNC Worldwide and these various pages, and we'd like you to take advantage of it and help us out. Next news as it happens, when you dictate, updates when necessary. I'm Bud Lowell, CNC News.